What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Naya counters deck. And sorry that my voice has been so raspy here in the morning times recently. I wake up and then it's just like frog in your throat. Anyways, what's interesting about this Naya counters deck, one, it's very similar to the Selesnya counters deck we played, and that deck was a banger. It was so good, it was so fun, it was so clean in its execution. And it was great at taking down Yugen, right, which we all love so much. Now, the nice thing about this deck is it actually gives you the ability, the same abilities of the previous deck of building your creatures up, going big, going hard, and if they get removed, you have the Ozolith. However, in addition to everything that Selesnya offers, I guess, we have Phoenix of Ash, which is a fantastic... Oh, maybe. We have Phoenix of Ash, which is a fantastic flying haster for 3 mana. You know, you got all your counters going on to the Ozolith. Come the next turn, you have a creature coming down, but oh wait, that creature doesn't have haste. So you put all the counters on it, they remove the creature, the counters go back on the Ozolith, and so on and so forth, and you never actually get these counters on a creature that can swing in. Well, nice thing with Phoenix of Ash, comes in with haste, and it has escape, which means you can escape it for 4. Right, and then it's coming back with haste, and it escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it, meaning if you have Conclave Mentor down, then it escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters, 4 mana for a 4/4 flying haste back from the graveyard. That's really strong, not to mention the fact that if you have a Grumgully, now you're adding 2 +1/+1 counters, and if you have Conclave down with Grumgully, you're adding 4 +1/+1 counters to this card, so it's going to be a 6/6 swinging in, right? And again, that's not to mention the fact if you have an Ozolith down and you put some counters on it, it's a fantastic way of closing out the game. Now, if that's not enough, if you're just not drawing your Phoenix or whatever, sometimes it happens, we have a Footfall Crater in the deck, which allows you to give target creature trample and haste, which is really, really good for your Wildwood Scourges. Now, the other aspect of red that we're bringing with us is, of course, Embercleave. Why would we not, right? Double strike, trample, +1/+1. Ah. You know, our Wildwoods, our Stonecoils, these are both going to be getting very, very, very big. And then, of course, if you Embercleave onto them, Stonecoil doesn't so much need the trample, but man, I tell you, it's annoying having a big old 23/23 Wildwood Scourge swinging at your opponent, and they're just chum blocking. They're just chum blocking you for days. So, Embercleave, excellent card, gonna get us straight through that. Now, if you didn't see the Selesnya deck, 1, I highly recommend you go check it out. 2, the idea here in the Selesnya cards, right, is Gilded Goose will help build us up. It's also a flying creature that can allow us to put counters on it and then have that sort of aerial threat, right, outside of Phoenix of Ash. And generally in Selesnya, this was your aerial threat, is Gilded Goose, build it up. But now that we have Phoenix of Ash, we don't have to worry about that so much. Ozolith is protected from Yugen as it's colorless, and then all those counters can go onto something and then kill Yugen or kill your opponent and like yada yada yada, right? Stonecoil Serpent, 0/0, reach trample, you pour mana in, you get a big old counter creature thing. Wildwood Scourge is, of course, beautiful. The reason I only have 3 copies of it in the deck is I had a lot of instances where I was drawing 2 copies of Wildwood, and Wildwood doesn't build doesn't build off of other Hydras. So if you have 2 Wildwoods down, they're not gonna stack counters back and forth, because obviously that'd be ridiculous. But you know, 3 copies is still plenty. Basri Solidarity gives counters on everything. Revoke Existence and Return to Nature, I think I just recently thrown in the deck, and that's because I was getting sick and tired of artifact enchantments, Glass Casket and Banishing Light and Heliod. I was like, you know what? You know what, actually? So, common, exile target artifact or enchantment, Return to Nature, instant, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or exile target card from a graveyard. It's really just personal preference, right? This is sorcery, only hits 2 things. This is instant, hits 3 things. I was just testing it out, you know, pick and choose whichever you please. Next up, we have Scavenging Ooze, going to allow you to exile graveyards, gain life, put counters. Wildborn Preserver, flash, reach, counters. You'll notice a common theme here. Basri Ket, you know, +1/+1 counter. Those 1/1 white soldiers, I can't stress enough how many times that you will be using that to your advantage, and especially in this deck. So whenever you attack with these white soldiers, you'll notice over on the token card, it doesn't say human, right? And if it doesn't say human, then it's classified as a non-human, coincidentally enough, right? So Grumgully the Generous, whenever you have these, and this is a weird little niche situation, but it does happen, right? Where you have Conclave down, you have Grumgully down, and you have Basri Ket. And you swing all in, you -2, you have all these 1/1s that enter the battlefield, they're tapped and attacking. As soon as they enter the battlefield, Grumgully reads, whatever. Each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So all these 1/1s get a 1/1 counter. And if you have Conclave Mentor, they get another 1/1 counter. So for -2 on the Basri Ket, you're going to create as many non-token creatures attacking as creatures you have, already down attacking. But they're not just going to be 1/1s that enter tapped and attacking. They're going to be 3/3s that are entering the battlefield tapped and attacking. And this is all for the low cost of the 3-mana Basri Ket. So, outside of the Embercleave, we do have the Great Henge, because obviously you're going to be building tons of counters. And the Great Henge allows you to put more counters on your creatures and allows you to draw cards and allows you to stay healthy. And, it's just one of those cards that's really, 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 really good. Anyways, this is going to be, and Pride Malkin, right? This was a little side note. Hey, I really want to mention this. It's good if you don't have some of these rares or mythics or whatever. It's good. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample, and whenever it enters the battlefield, you're going to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So today is going to be, oh no, sorry, pulled down on my microphone. Today is going to be the last day before the Zendikar Rising pre-release special ultra awesome new cards and all that, right? So be sure, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that bell icon, and that way you can get more new stuff when more new stuff comes out. Anyways, thank you all so much. Shout out to Wizards, by the way, for access to the pre-release event. I know that they have a lot of work going on with these events as they're trying to disclose a lot of information in a non-volatile, I guess volatile is the best word, right? Non-mix-up kind of way. Anyways, thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. And without further ado, let's hop into these matches. Fire Night Gaming, and look at this. Look at this normal-ass hand. This 3-land hand opener. We need to go first, so the results may be a little skewed, but I'm assuming that we might actually have fun and have a decently long match of Magic the Gathering. Bum, 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 bum. Love struck beast. Alrighty. So do I go ahead and play the Temple of Plenty? Maybe get down Stonecoil Serpent? We don't have any protection if I do that. That's the thing. I want to have the Heroic Intervention. Yeah, let's just stack mana. Let's not worry about it. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Sure. So, is it going to be Teamer Adventures, Sultai Adventures, Golgari Adventures, or just mono green with Adventure splashed? Let's find out, ladies and gentlefish. Now we have to keep mana for the Heroic Intervention because you never know. Well, it is mono green. They could have a problem. God, this is risky, but I would like to get ahead. I would really love to get ahead here. So. Yes, beautiful. Just the Love Struck. That's what I was hoping for. Now what you do here, you grab some white mana, right? Then you throw down the Basri Ket, and this is why I didn't use the Gilded Goose to boost up the Stonecoil Serpent, another +1, is because now we have the mana for Heroic Intervention, right? Now I could -2, but I don't really want to create that many, so we're gonna +1, and we're gonna +1 here. That's a 4/4. A little bit bigger. Still not big enough to deal with Love Struck. That's okay. We can figure that piece out. We might have to double block Conclave Stonecoil into Love Struck and then use Heroic Intervention. Again, we'll just have to see.
if they have something like a Primal Might, they might go ahead and use it on Love Struck and then try to... Ooh, that's a little scary, but we can deal with it. We can deal with it, right? So pass to attackers. You wait and see. That's not what you should be doing with a questing beast. You clearly don't know... clearly don't know what that card does, huh? You don't have to point it at the planeswalkers. You can point it at the face and it'll act all the same. But it's okay. I'll teach you a little lesson. Teach you a little lesson. Now this might be a decent turn to -2, create all those soldiers attacking. You know, if we had a Grumgully down, those would also get tons of counters. I think we are going to. I think we're going to turn everything sideways. Now, this might mean that our Basri dies. This does add a lot of board state potential to our board state. We're going to play the Temple first. I don't want that land. 1, it gives us a scry. 2, it means next turn when we throw down the Castle Embereth, we can actually pump up all those creatures we just put down. So, and if they use their Love Struck Beast to destroy our Basri, that's really their biggest defender. So... we'll see. You know, we'll wait and see. Now, they could do something scary, like use their Love Struck Beast to remove one of our creatures and remove our Basri, in which case that's double negative for us. But we don't have any removal, so we're just, or protection for our creatures, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. If we would see some protection or an Ozolith, I would feel a lot better. But again, we'll wait, hope, see how things might go. It's the thing with Magic. You're always playing a numbers game. They're gonna play the Great Henge. They still have 3 mana left over. Garruk's Uprising. All right, hallelujah, hallelujah. So ooh, they don't trust. They don't trust. That's good though. You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't. So we're gonna plus you up. All right. And then we're gonna Castle Embereth everything, so swing all in. How much damage does that deal? Enough that they have to block with Love Struck. So I love the idea of that. Next to blockers. Block away, Love Struck, block away. Again, wish I had my Ozolith, but beggars can't be choosers. They're down to 1 life. So all in all, pretty good, pretty good. You know, we can actually deal that 1 damage just with a Gilded Goose and Castle Embereth, but of course they're gonna have a creature to gain. Well, even without a creature, Great Henge gains life, right? So thankfully green isn't notorious for haste outside of questing beast, so as long as they don't have another questing beast, which I feel like if they did, they would have just slam jammed everywhere, right? Alright, so far so good. Our Basri lives, then we can kill them, because Basri +1 on Goose, plus Castle Embereth. GG. Ah, Stonecoil. You sneaky bastard. You sneaky bastard. And we just keep getting the castles. They have 3 defenders. We have 5 attackers. I mean, I think the numbers are just in our favor, right? I think we just win. Because 2 creatures are getting through. As long as 2 of them have at least 2 damage, which they will, thanks to Castle Embereth, then that equals 4 damage. 4 damage is a win. A winnerooski. Big old W. Dub to the U. Really doesn't matter how you block here, bro. GG. Cool beans. So picking up a victory with Naya counters. Just slipped right in under mono green, huh? Old Kashi. Ooh, Kashi. Oh my Kashi. I'm gonna keep this just because we have 3 lands. So what? I never get 3 lands in my hand. Now, as much as I would love to grab a forest and turn on this Castle Embereth or Castle Garenbrig, I don't know why every castle is a Castle Embereth to me. but I can't. I have to grab red mana for the Grumgully, and so we can have the full effectiveness of all of our mana, right? And we didn't have any untapped green mana for Gilded Goose turn 1 anyway, so whatever, bite me. I realized we could have gotten green mana here and then played Castle Garenbrig again. Jesus, could have played Castle Garenbrig, untapped, come the next turn, had Goose down, had Garenbrig down, but this is okay as well. So I could grab Forest here, allows for that next turn. Will be a 3, which would allow for a Grumgully. But I still feel like they're just going to immediately shock a Grumgully, so I almost don't want to play that until I can protect it, right? Do I go ahead and jam down a Stonecoil? I don't think so. I don't have like a very aggro play this game. Let's just save it. There's no reason to just throw it down just to get shocked, right? That's more than likely what happens. Alright, so we have 3 mana here. I could play a Goose and still protect it with the Heroic Intervention. I don't really want to do that, but tell you what, we go for a castle, or temple, whatever, tomato, am I right? Well, sure, I'll keep a land. I don't really love it, but we have a lot of, like, we have the Stonecoil to pay X, we have Wildborn where we can dump mana into. We're gonna throw down the Goose here, because we do have a lot of mana. So yeah, even if they throw a shock out, it just means that I don't have to waste my Heroic Intervention protecting some higher value target for myself. Also, since it is it, they're either always going to have bounce or small damage, right? We need protection from something like a Sprite Dragon. More than likely, they're playing some draw perfect cards, deal a lot of damage, and just sort of keep your opponent tempoed out kind of deck, right? Well, as long as they're not making any plays, I'm feeling okay actually. They're just sort of cycling through their deck anyway, so they're probably looking for the Sprite Dragon or goodness. Is this some kind of weird self-mill? I almost want to test the waters a little bit here. Chum them, so to speak, right? Toss out one Wildborn, see what they do with it. How does that make you feel, Okashi? You know, are you riled up inside? Does it make you want to shock something? Bone Crusher maybe? Unsummon? You just let me know. Interesting, interesting. I'd like the option of roping. No, I'm sure they're not. They're thinking, they're using their noggins. They're pro-rated, top-graded, hella sophisticated noggins. There we go. They let it go through. Oh, and it just passes. Just passes daintily on by. Cool beans then. Cool freaking beans. So we have red mana, we have white mana. We have double white mana actually. We might need double red mana for an Embercleave in the future. You never really know. So let's get down this Grumgully. We're not paying anything. We're going to decline on that. We can try to swing it with the Wildborn. I don't know what flash speed creature they might have that could potentially frantic inventory. Okay, that's nothing. Hiya! Fear my fox, you bitch. Actually, it's not a fox, it's an elf archer. It's 0 part fox. 100% Elf Archer. Now we just hope they don't have any counter magic for our Heroic Intervention, right? Storm's Wrath, that's rough. Heroic Intervention, that can protect us. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. I don't appreciate. I do not. I don't. That's okay. I'm going to fuck you up just a little bit. Get him. Alright, cool beans. So they are down to 11. Now, at least if our Phoenix of Ash dies, how many cards do we have over here? We'll have 6. It only needs 3. We'll be bringing this bad boy back a lot. Storm's Wrath, yeah, sure. Oh, it doesn't even kill Wildborn because it's just that beefy. And then Stern Dismissal, yes. Use 2 spells. Use them all. So do we just go for a big old Stonecoil? Oh gosh, they've seen enough, and we're picking up another victory with Naya counters. Notion Thief, gonna be our first foe. Ooh, isn't that spicy? 1 single land. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I really want the Heroic Intervention to protect my creatures. Wildborn is good. Do we ditch one of the geese? It is extra mana though. It'll be alright. We'll find more mana. Certainly not ideal though, when you have 24 lands and you only see 3 lands between your first 2 hands. That's a little depressing. That's okay though. Opponent's playing it slow. Nice and easy. I like the way you work, senior opponent. I say we go for the Grumgully. Worst case scenario, they have an unsummon or a Stern Dismissal, right? Yeah, best case, they have something like an Opt, in which case we're fine. Now, next turn they could have a Brazen, in which case, ouch. But again, we'll be alright. If they wait on their Brazen, we'll have Heroic Intervention mana available, so that's good. If they don't wait, you know, we lost it. Oh, they waited. Mistake. What a mistake. But we have to make sure we keep the mana up. So if I play this, we still won't have enough mana for the Wildborn, so I might as well get the tap and the scry off first, right? Conclave Mentor, well, that's going to work fantastic with Grumgully. That's like one of the wombos at the combos. I don't know that we swing in with Grumgully. I think we just hold off. We just wait. Cunning Nightbonder. Well, that's fine. And see, even best case scenario, worst case, whatever you want to say, you know, they don't play anything. I could play Wildborn here, but we would lose the protection on the Grumgully. I'm not gonna risk it because we have Conclave come down here, and then we still have the mana for Heroic. There we go, beautiful. Now I think I might swing in with Grumgully. Let's see, if they have Slither-Wisp, would they block? I don't think so. We'll test them. They're taking the damage. Beautiful. Now that I know that it's a flash deck, yeah, I can more reliably predict what their plays are going to be. And that's something that you'll learn to do with time. Don't you worry. Everyone does. So resolve, they got the Fairy Vandal, that's okay. They still have 2 mana, but, you know, they could have the Eliminate or something along those lines. Chances are if they had that, they would play it, right? They would have already played it. Surely. Here it comes. Here it comes. The sorcery speed removal. No. Are they thinking about attacking? No. Not gonna attack either. I still can't cast Heroic because if they do have the instant speed removal, we're just kind of boned. Another Conclave Mentor. That's actually really good for us. I want to get the Wildborn down, don't get me wrong, because I need to protect my face. However, yeah, I was waiting on that, right? Waiting to protect this. Now, was that worth it? Not sure, but we're going to get in for 6 damage, and so that takes them down to 11. They can't really block here unless... Wow. Okay. Yeah, my creatures are indestructible, so I didn't think they would be blocking there. And, I mean, we still have a solid board state. If they eat to extinction us, probably going even, but I don't see them doing that. Rankle. The terrible, terrible Rankle. We're probably going to lose the Goose here, but we'll get down Wildborn Preserver, so that's okay. But we can't let that Rankle. We can't let him hit. No way, no how. Alright. Alright. Although, nah. Because if they make us sacrifice a creature, we're sacrificing the Goose anyways, right? Alright, so if I flash this down, it gets 1 counter from that, and then 2 extra counters, so it goes up high. I'm going to wait and just play the Wildborn instant speed. Now, I can swing it with the Conclave Mentor. I don't think they'll try it, but I don't know for sure. So, we'll just hold off. If they go to remove one of our creatures, then we'll just play the Wildborn down and just have it as a defensive body. By the way, I hope y'all can't hear that loud ass semi just rolling through. This Slitherwisp doesn't heal them, right? No, okay. I was about to say, that'd be a little OP, huh? Deal and heal and draw. Yikes. Anyways, I wouldn't put it past Dimir to have that power level, that power spike. And this way we kind of still show mana like we might have another heroic, so. Though we don't. I guess we'll just hope. Go, Wildborn, go. Ah, fuck. They're not even gonna let it land. They said, nah, no way. No way. There goes our Grumgully. Now we're gonna have to sacrifice a creature here. I might sacrifice our Conclave, our bigger one. We're gonna gain more life that way, right? Stay in the battle a little bit longer. Essentially, we're still losing the same effect either way. Ozolith. Well, that would have been nice to have last turn. It's a little late this turn, not gonna lie. 7, 5. Ooh, so we're taking 12 damage from them if we swing all in. If I just swing it with the Conclave, I think we'll be A to the OK. Or would I rather swing? Nah, I think I'd rather swing with Conclave, right? If they block with Slitherwisp, they're losing their draw engine. We gotta go for it. Well, at least get to put that counter back on Grumgully. We'll get the heal back up, so. And if we find a Stonecoil Serpent, we can make it big enough to deal with the Rankle, right? Though they may just have... Yeah, that's a little bit of yikes. Alright, so it's gonna hurt, but we did heal up quite a bit. Oh, Schniza. Okay, well that's not so bad, because they just milled a Great Henge off the top. And that's something we didn't want to have anyways, so... That's bad that we had to get rid of Grumgully, and now all we got is this? You kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Nope. We actually needed our Stonecoil Serpent there, so it's a little bit of a yikes, but I feel like we kind of blew our heroic intervention a little early there. Maybe we should have waited.